Melde, Ayeki Pap.
Yes.
Nigel, we need to find out.
Where do
Seriously.
they come up with those, man? Where do they come
Nigel,
up
and
with
let me tell you
those?
something. There
You
are a
know?
lot of words. There are so many words
Yes, yes,
in
yes,
in in
yes.
our in our Creole vocabulary. The the lexicon is large, Nigel. I think
It
we
is, it is, it is, it is, it
seriously,
is.
man.
And the
We
beautiful thing about it is that
what Nigel go man? Nigel, hey, look, I not hear Nigel, but what is that for me there? Nigel. Hmm. Hmm. I
you
okay.
hear me now?
Yes,
You
I'm
hear me
hearing you.
now?
I'm hearing you. Yes, you were saying the beautiful thing about this is that,
No, I'm saying the beautiful thing about it is that, no matter what part of the country you're from, you still understand.
of
You
course.
you can still communicate with those same words.
Yes,
So it's like
yes,
throughout.
yes. That's true. That's true. Nigel, I
Yes.
think we
There's
need.
no way it's taught, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
we need to find out the etymology of these words.
We
Seriously.
do. We do. We do. We do.
Yeah,
Yes.
and
Tijuana, that's your next project.
yes,
Okay, Tijuana?
yes, yeah. And do you
Yes.
realize, Nigel?
Tijuana and the language department at DBS. That's
Yeah.
your next project.
Yeah, that's something that we have to take on board as well. Yeah, because seriously,
Yes, yes,
and do you
yes.
realize as well, Nigel, that the language, it's like a stark difference between what was and what is now. When it comes to the Dominican vernacular. So before we would say something like "What's up," no, but now it's like "Wago."
Yes,
You ever
yes,
thought
yes,
of this?
yes, 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 yes. It has
Or
changed. Even those.
yes, I tell
Yeah.
you. So before we would say something like, "Boy, you can talk nonsense, we boy," but now we say, "Boy, you can talk a we boy." What the food just
Yeah.
cover the bed?
We've changed a few things here
Oh
and
my, we
there,
have changed a lot,
Yes, we've,
man.
we've
And then
changed a
yeah,
few things here and there,
yes,
but it means there's something else there.
yes,
No, you say,
yes.
boy,
Stay
easy,
shit, man. Yeah,
we've changed a few
yeah.
things around.
Oh yeah, we have changed a
Yes,
lot.
yes,
We have
yes.
changed a
Along
lot.
the way, along the way. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
somebody sent me a message and said they're not seeing us live yet,
Might
but
not see us live tonight, so I
by
don't
not
know what
seeing
is
us live
happening.
either. I tell them, but it's not me, you alone, it's me too.
Yes, I waiting. I don't know what is happening,
But I
but
say, don't worry, the technicians will take care
yes,
of that in a few. So,
yeah. So I guess they're
no
working on
problem
it.
with that.
Yeah, sometimes I
Yeah,
get
but it has changed, man. It has changed,
yes, yeah.
and we've
A lot
changed
has
certain
changed.
phrases, but the meanings remain the same.
Dominic.
Hey, my friend there,
Hey, Papa.
Nigel, my
You,
friend, our
you,
guest
you,
is
you in
there.
trouble today,
Mama,
eh?
Nigel. In
You in
fact,
trouble. I listen to a thing yesterday, you in trouble. You cannot escape.
yes,
You
boy.
cannot say it's not you.
Whoosh, a lot is
Because it have
happening.
the entire thing. You can't say it's not you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah,
The entire
cool
thing.
cucumber.
Where,
You
Papa?
can't say it's not you.
Yes, we put the player. They make a song for me. We and my name, my full name in that Ivona Luge.
Yes, yes,
Yes,
yes. Cool
Ivona
cucumber,
Luge.
no stress.
I'm not sure if we
Yes.
can play it on the live though, because you know what happens. I doubt it's copyright, already, but then we have to be.
Yes, yes,
Nigel, we
yes,
on.
yes.
I want us to be on, man. Let me see.
I
Let me
want
see. Let
us
me
to
see.
be on too. We
Awesome.
gotta be on. We gotta
Run
be
some
on.
vibes
So
there.
um, we'll have it fixed and get it going in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes,
And the
yes.
Calypso moments with Carlisle and Eric's in the gallery probably power his ears, man. Today. I guess they power his ears today there with Nigel.
The Paris, you.
Yeah, boy. Oh, the bowl us a googly there. Okay, I think we're on.
Yes. They
The
do
bowl
a
us a
thing. They
googly
do a
there.
thing there.
Yes, anyway, we're not talking much because I tell you, we have so much lyrics to run there today. But congratulations to Miss OECS, Kiana Dyer. And yeah, she was confident throughout. And, she put in a good performance. I had an interview with them what night, the girls, sometime in the week. And they were good girls. When you listen to them, Nigel, you feel pleased. Being from the OECS, that where young women can really hold their own. And I was really pleased about what they spoke about. The cultural cohesion, the OECS integration and things like that. So
Yes,
good
yes, yes,
job
yes,
last
yes. I
night.
think they were well versed, and I think the way
Oh
in which they
yes, yes,
responded to the
that is it.
questions,
Yes,
showed that there was
yeah.
some level of
Mm-hmm.
preparation. But
Mm-hmm.
more than that, I mean, just kind of, a natural knowledge of what's taking
That
place
and
within the
that's
region.
important. That's
That's
important.
that's what I
Yeah,
liked about
that's
it.
what I
It
like.
wasn't
Yeah.
just let's go and rehearse for this question. You know,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
it
How do
felt
you
like they knew
converse?
what
Right.
they
That's
knew the
it.
vibes about the
Yeah.
Caribbean
You
region and
don't.
the
Right. You
OECS.
don't have to sound too like like you cram something. Something like that.
Yes,
But so the
exactly,
level of
exactly.
conversation, whenever you're going up for any pageants of that, of that nature, you have to understand that you have a lot of work to do, obviously. So you have to, change the whole way you speak and answer questions and things like that. And they have it. So that's very, very, very good.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. And I was very pleased with the, I mean, for all the other wrongs, I was pleased with the production of the show.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Congratulations to Romo and File and the rest of the team.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, man.
Very pleased with
And
them,
Steve
and
Hyacinth
what
was
they
backstage
presented
as
last night.
well. And Steve Hyacinth.
Congratulations on that.
I was saying Steve Hyacinth was backstage as well, and Steve Hyacinth is a no-nonsense man,
Yes, 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 yes,
from
yes,
since we
definitely
start,
so.
let's go,
Make
and
sure things roll,
yeah,
and things are rolling very
yeah,
smoothly in
yeah,
all the
man.
different rounds and the in-betweens.
Mhm.
I mean, Janae Jackson was like out of this
Oh,
world last
Nigel.
night. It was wonderful.
We had
Hey,
Johnny as
Janae,
our
man,
guest already, but I think
Janae,
we
you
have
did
to
well.
bring her
You
back.
did very well.
Yeah, we have to bring Johnny back again as a guest. I don't know if she has to sing that song, because to sing a song from Whitney Houston, Niger, that is vocally challenging in itself.
Oh,
And
it
that
is.
particular
It
song
is.
she
It
sang.
is. It is. And then to
Wow.
add your little spin to it a little bit here and
Oh
there. I
no.
mean, she was really
Yeah.
exceptional on that.
Yes.
So
She
congratulations on
was.
that.
She was. Yeah.
Very early. Jules. Yes, DBS is carrying the Calypso show tonight. She wanted to know very early whether DBS carrying the Calypso show.
Yes. Yes.
So I say that I didn't even ask you, but I'm telling you, yes, DBS is carrying the show. So you can always log on to DBS and get pay-per-view. Is that correct?
So Nigel, there are things you can answer. I don't have to answer because you're
Okay.
well aware of what's happening. So of course, Nigel. So good answer from you, Nigel. By the way, just quickly, three plane crashes. That's correct.
This is
in one week.
Becoming a little.
Yeah, and
This
I don't
becoming
know.
a worrisome now.
Yeah, it's like it's like a premonition of doom, man.
Yes. This is becoming a little worrisome. I wonder if I shouldn't take the boat to come down this month, or should I still take the plane? But
well, we'll see.
take the quick.
Okay.
No, it's all good. But yes, I mean, we have to,
yes.
make sure we get it right. The aviation is important, and safety is important. So
yes, safety is definitely important. Okay, so Nigel, we're going to bring him on shortly. But by the way, Calypso, of course, the big quarterfinals tonight, 32 Calypso, and that's a lot to sit and listen to. So let's get the show starting, on the time it's supposed to start, so the Calypsonians can sing the song, so we can go home early enough. But I look forward to a big show tonight.
Well, I'm looking forward to the show, of course, as always. I think it's going to be a big one. Quarterfinals usually is one of the bigger shows because you have all
that is true.
All the guys minus the king trying to find their way to the next round. So it's going to be a big one. We've heard some other songs, some we haven't heard, but it's going to be a good show. Man.
Yeah, the Calypsonian, of course. We know the Calypso is the mouthpiece of the nation. Are they still the mouthpiece of the nation? Calypso is deeply rooted in themes of political commentary and Mapwe as well. So I love me some Calypso.
Yes, and we expect to get quite a bit of those. We expect to get a nice combination of all the different kinds of topics that have been affecting the nation over the last year or so. So we'll certainly be listening in and tuning in and enjoying, man. So it's time to enjoy. Go out there and support Calypso Association. Go buy your tickets. If not, log on to DBS for pay-per-view.
Yeah. I like the witty lyrics, that defines the genre, and the satirical tone, the double entendre. But we'll talk about that the next time, Nigel. We have a guest. And anybody on the book on the tube as well already? Let's see what's happening.
Well, I mean, the book is going. I haven't gone into the tube yet, so
okay.
I told myself I have to make sure I do both. Told myself I have to do both because I want to make sure, let's see. I think the tube is also going well as well.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So here we are.
It's a cold morning.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. So Nigel, well. Let me just ask the Dominica Corner quickly. We pray and we bring on the guests. So so here's the question for the Dominica Corner. Today's guest won the Calypso Monarch title, I think twice. So I was doing some research last night. So the guest won the Calypso Monarch title twice. Name the years, just 2 years, and also name one of the songs that he sang. So Nigel, we have to look at the book to see the answers that are coming. I wonder if he himself can remember.
I wonder that he probably didn't remember that. Yeah. But yes, please, because I don't remember. I know it's going to be somewhere in the 60s though. Is it 60s now? Probably. But yes, 2 songs.
Well, I had the answer in my head because, as I said, I did my research. I did not ask that question and not knowing the answer like last week. So, I got to ask about Coney
You did
Island.
show before.
Me, I did my research.
Everybody complaining.
Everybody complaining. No, that's not what the name of it.
Shit, he heard me. He heard me, bastard.
Two songs.
Then
2 songs. What year? I you know, I'm
At
gonna
least
be honest.
name
I
one
don't
song.
know it this time.
Name
Pay
one
your
song.
taxes. Pay your taxes.
That's what.
Pay your taxes. Okay, pay your taxes. That's one. Thank you.
And there's one with a girl's name. It starts with R.
It starts with R. You sure it R is starting with?
Yes, a girl's name.
Not Romana. Rosanna.
Rosanna, right?
No.
You for some
Rebound.
Rebecca.
Hey, the guest come on before.
Your father don't want you again.
Oh yes.
You cheating.
You're going to give us a little piece of that later on.
Yeah,
but
of course.
Is correct.
Yes,
correct. Yes,
Rebecca.
Yes.
But we haven't the years. You said in the 60s, and you're correct. But what years can you remember? Was it early 60s?
Maybe it might be 67. So 67, 68. I'm wondering.
Okay, so you're correct.
Old.
According to the research I've done, you're correct. I wasn't even born yet. I wasn't
even
thought about yet. But yes.
Yes. Me too. I was just around the corner. But yes.
I'm going home now.
What does that say?
Wow. That's to tell you how long, this guy has been involved in the music industry, which we'll get to in a few,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So let's pray. Nigel, so I forgot to put the prayer where it's supposed to be.
You forgot to put the prayer?
To put the prayer where it's supposed to be. And remember, we have it recorded now and it's well done. And so my bad for this morning there. Yeah, so we'll have
I have to try and find it somewhere.
Yes, I had to put it in the folder and I'm not seeing it. So for this I am very sorry. I apologize.
They'll be good for you.
Yeah, my goodness, man. Let me see. Let me see if I can just make something work then.
Well, if you can make something work quick, it's up to you. I was trying to find it as well. In the meantime, we want to welcome you to Connect to the Dots. We always like to give thanks and praise for the program. So, we want to make sure we can give that in its proper way. But thank you for joining Connecting the Dots. We're going to have a wonderful hour with you with one of our guests.
Let me see then, Nigel. Let me see. I'm
trying something.
To get it. Yes, let me see. Okay, I think I have it. Let me see if it will play in that form, and if not, we'll just have to say it and then, Okay.
Yes. And then, of course, we'll have it ready for next week.
Okay.
Heavenly Father, creator of mankind and the universe, we thank thee for the gift of life today and all the blessings you continue to bestow on your children. We seek your presence and intervention throughout this program, and we ask that you keep us connected always. We also pray for the success of the program, its coordinators and listeners, that they may find purpose and enjoy what we share. Bless our radio station and the nation, and may we grow to love and unite with each other, irrespective of our differences. All this we ask in your name, now and forever. Amen.
Nigel, I love this. Nigel, amen. But you see how young people know how to do the thing. Normally, when you and I pray, the prayer song so long and maybe drawn out. But they just get to it and they did what they had to do. So
they did what they had to do.
So what I'm gonna do, I'll fix it up better for next week. So who did this, Nigel?
Naya and Ali. Okay. Thank you, Naya and Ali, for doing this for us, for being part of connecting the dots, passing on the thing, man.
Of course, man, of course.
Yes, and we give thanks. Yes. Hey, Fitzroy, Fitzy, good morning to you, my brother. Fitz is going to be a guest, one of them days, and I'm trying to get him warmed up, so he's going to be our guest.
Sure.
Master Tech down there. So good morning to you, bro.
All right. So let's bring on our guest now. Right. Let us bring on our guest. He has, he has been on for a while, and Nigel, story today there. I look forward. So, Greg Breaker Bannis, I mean, he's known for his, what can I say about him? His sartorial elegance and professionalism on stage, his charisma, his effervescence, and so much more. And he's making his second appearance, by the way, on Connecting the Dots. So a lot of people believe that it's his first time, but he was there very early when we started Connecting the Dots. So maybe a few years ago, he was on as a guest, and I remember I was in Stitches then, and I think I'll be in Stitches again. But let's bring him on. Hey, Breaker.
Bonjour. Wait, what do I press? I don't know what to press.
But we're here loud and clear. We're just
what do I press so I can see?
We have to see you. We hear you know.
I know. What do I press so you can see me?
There's an expressive thing that's a video.
Yeah.
Hold on.
I saw you earlier.
Video. Hold on. Press that. Yeah.
There you go.
Bonjour, Saka Fedgas on Nigel. They should call it connecting the dash and not the dot.
For you. What?
You look dashing, man.
Oh, okay.
Dashing, you know dashing? You look dashing, you look Tanya, you look dumb boy, you look cocoy.
Wow. Yes, and you forget cucumber.
Cool as a cool. You know, I wrote the song in 1 hour.
Wow.
Okay?
And you wrote it to make sure you honor the one and only. I vote you. You call her full name, you know.
Yes.
And where's the kukula? I had to ask her how to pronounce your name, because I'm not sure. Ivona, I don't know what to say.
I can't understand.
Anyway,
and we're always talking, you know. That's my good friend Breaker, and I tell you, we have a nice connection. Seriously, we really have a nice connection.
Nice vibe. But it's nice to have you on again, man, Breaker.
Good to see you, man. You look well, man. You look like my youngest son.
Well, I'm happy to know that.
That's a compliment. You should keep.
That's all. Go de fuegas. Ufue.
Yeah.
You're fresh.
So, Breaker, welcome. It's nice to have you on.
Nice to see you, my dear. Greetings from the sunny Spain to the lovely Dominica. Greetings to you. It's after. Hold on. It's the morning now.
Yes. It's almost 10 in our
afternoon
time.
in Spain.
Okay.
So it's good to see you. You look well. You look better. You look some colorful stuff. What have you got on? You always wear some colorful clothes, Ivo.
Okay, so I should go dark. I should just go in dark colors, you're saying? Okay.
That's it.
Okay. I love earth tone, so I will go back to my earth tone colors.
I know.
Okay. But you want to start with that song, Lovely Dominica, verse or something in this?
Lovely Dominica, you want to start with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Give us a little piece of that.
Yeah, you mean live?
Why not?
Lovely Dominica, land of the waters, you'll find the rivers flow everywhere you go. Hey.
Yes. Those were the powerful lyrics and song they have Lovely Dominica. That was in the Gaylords, right?
Mm-hmm. Gaylord's Power Union. You have to say Power Union. Don't forget DJ. We were just the Gaylords, and when Dennis came in, he said, "Right, we're going to put Power Union." Right?
Mm-hmm. So you started up as the Gaylords.
As the Gaylords.
Added Power Union to it.
Well, we started out as Breaker. Breaker is the seed. So we planted the seed. We
want to see you properly. Yeah, I'm not seeing you now, Breaker. We're hearing you, but we're not seeing you. So just angle your camera properly. Okay, so we're seeing you now.
Okay, good. Yeah, we're good now.
Okay.
Is the camera right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's better.
So Breaker was the seed. You plant a seed. Then Crispin and Clayton became the Gaylords and Breaker. Then when DJ came, Dennis, Joseph, my mentor. When DJ came, then he said, yeah, let's put some power in that, man. Mm-hmm. Gaylord's Power Unions. Mm-hmm. So Power Union it is.
Mm-hmm. GPU. Nice.
GPU, yeah.
Okay. So I was saying that's your second time, but obviously you're here and some people did not hear the first program when you were on. So it's only fair that you tell us who you are, tell us how who you grew up, where you're from in Dominica. Tell us about those good old days as well.
Well, you mean the bad, good old days, yeah, good old days. Yeah,
you're not bringing the bad as well.
In a little village called Castle Bruce, in Jalousie. In Castle Bruce, we got Jalousie and Senos. Senos, Senhouse, but you say Senos, Jalousie. And It's in the parish of St. David's. Actually, I just wrote a song called St. David's Bay. Memories. And I was born there and I brought up there. I went to school there. Then eventually I went to school in St. Mary's Academy, I only lasted 1 year there because I just couldn't. That education thing just was not for me. I couldn't cope. I used to see them guys, doing all this algebra and geometry and all this things. I said, what's that? Too complicated. My mind was just on the singing calypso, I used to sing calypso at Castle Bruce. We used to have little competitions in Google. Google that's the main where everybody meets up. Catechism and I don't know, confessions and baptism and marriage and the cemetery, everything in Google, man, everything in Google. And we played cricket there, we played rounders, everything. So we used to have little calypso competitions there, I remember the guys, Lord this and Lord that and Lord. And then I used to always come on tops there. And I realized, I got a little talent, And then I started listening to radio. I remember it was Radio Trinidad and Radio Guardian. That's before Wibs, Wibs, remember Wibs? Wibs.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Actually, Wibs is DBS now, isn't it?
Wibs, yeah, the West Indies Broadcasting Service, and then it was Radio Dominica.
Wibs,
and then
Jeff Charles, and I remember Jeff Charles, Wibs. Anyway, and then, but I used to listen to Radio Guardian and Radio Trinidad, and then I heard the Mighty Sparrow, and my life changed. Wow. Sparrow and Kitchener, Blakey as well. Sparrow, Kitchener, Blakey, Briner, and my life changed. Then we had a Arab. When I moved to Roseau, then there was Carib and Arab cinema. Remember the two cinemas? Carib, I think. Mm-hmm. So I used to go in Pit when they were. I used to go in Pit. I remember, Pit. Boy, I used to get squeezed in that hole. I remember. I can't forget that. But then I mainly used to go into Elvis movies. Yeah, Elvis was my hero. So I have two heroes, Elvis and the Mighty Sparrow. And because of these two guys, I started to really take it seriously. And that's it.
But back then in Castle Bruce, just before, like when you were growing up there in Castle Bruce, in Guru and the rest of it, what was the community like? Was everybody together? Well,
Yeah, everybody. It was one big family. Everybody, like, if I do something on the street, they say, wait till you get home, and you know what I mean? Or I'll tell your father, I'll tell your mother. Everybody was the mother, and everybody was all the children were the children. And like we had one, we had the priest and the police station, but it was one nice community. All the bad guys, all the rough ones. I knew all the rough ones and all the nice ones. I was a nice one, I was a nice boy.
Should we believe that? Should we believe that?
I don't believe that, though.
Yeah, man. I'm still up to today. I can't change, man. Yeah.
So you're not the troublesome one. You're not the one causing trouble. Would you say you were a troublesome boy growing up, or you were just
the only thing I remember I used to do was I used to laugh in class a lot. I don't know why. I used to laugh in class, in the class, like in the classroom. But I knew all the only trouble, only ones we had people who used to fight and who used to, you know what I mean? We knew all of them. I was a coward, man. But I used to have them as my friends, the bad boys, I was with them, so they protect me, you know what I mean? Right. I can't say the names, but I remember all of them. I can see them now.
All right.
But I'm not saying names,
Okay.
Because they'll come and get me.
There you are there. Breaker, tell me about my callers, but Breaker in his sartorial splendor, if all his callers and even his background, is in, wow, Breaker, that's just you.
I got a flag up there now.
I want you to position. Yes, I'm seeing. So I'm seeing more of the flag, but we want to see you as well. So we need to get a better.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, we need to see you well. Okay, so that's better.
Maybe I put it this way. I don't know.
But of course, Breaker.
No, it doesn't matter.
No, you had it. Yeah. Anyway,
very good. So yeah.
It's
we'll see you both ways.
It's okay. It's all right. Yes.
I got my glasses on. Woo! I can't see you now. I got my glasses on. Hey, I can't see anything without my glasses.
Put your glasses back there.
I know.
Nigel, I'm not laughing today, though. Anyway, yeah. Okay, so Breaker, so you grew up in Castle Bruce, as you said. You were not a troublesome boy, as you said, which I don't believe, but that's all right. It's your story to tell. And Breaker, you have so much to tell us. in a short space of time. Though we had you as a guest already, but we want that story again. And we want to find out where you are now in terms of what you're doing. But just take us on this journey of music, listening to Sparrow and Kitchener and loving them a lot. And so how did it start for you in music? You mentioned, of course, Gaylord Power Union, but...
Mm-hmm. I could never play an instrument. But I used to hum everything, you know what I mean, in my mouth, you know.
Oh, I break a camera.
And I couldn't play I couldn't play an instrument, and so I was not really musical, but I could I could sing along to Sparrow and so on the radio and keep in tune. And I thought I've got something. I must have something because, you know, as you learn all the words like, you know, Jean and Dinah, Rosita and Clementine, you know, and I had to be on time. And I thought, fucking hell, that is lovely. Anyway. And actually, I met Sparrow after one. And then when I started writing little songs. And my first song, I remember, was about Winston Churchill when he died. Hold on. It was, he died and I remember, I think it's 1966. I remember Winston Churchill died, for some reason. I mean, we were colonial, you know, the Queen and so on. So the Queen was part of us anyway. So I wrote about Winston Churchill. I don't know why. And then I wrote about Carnival 1966. Carnival 1966. Don't bring no bottles. Don't bring no sticks. I remember that. And then so I started writing little songs and lyrics and about dirt. You know, we used to write dirty songs or political songs. Actually, never political songs. I was never into politics. I didn't know what politics was. I at home I ate my dashing and fig and yampe oti and all that. And there's nothing in politics. There's nothing, no politics, no money. That was just not an issue. The issue was just family and life and my mother making hats to go and sell on what do you call it? Like every fortnight. We used to have every fortnight, you know, to go and bring the bananas down by the Googloo again, that area. Everything was happening in Googloo, you know. Bring the bananas in Googloo. So this is how I grew up, that way. And there was no thinking of money. And I remember my first, long trousers. For Christmas, I got that. It was called Jumans. It was trousers, a kind of material. You're too young to know that. Juman, that was the material, I think. It was long trousers. It was called, not jeans, before jeans. Jumans trousers. I never forgot. Jumans. And after that, I started wearing corduroy and velvet and all that. But Jumans. Anyway, and I don't know.
Were you like in a choir, in the choir, the school choir, the church choir, or anything?
No, but in Castlewood, my father and mother, they were in the choir. Actually, that's how I started singing my own kind of style, because my father used to be pretty drunk, you know, on Sunday afternoon. And he was in the choir. I could hear his voice over everybody's voice. You know? And I used to be embarrassed, you know, but I think they were all drunk. They were all drunk up there. There was an organ player. I think Mr. Grell used to play the organ, I think. But anyway, but I think they were all drunk. The men, not the women. I'm sure. Because the noises I heard up there, I think, what? But anyway, this belt up so dominant and all that. Anyway, and the women were not drunk. The women to sing properly, you know. But the men, especially my father, I'm sure, because when I come to think of it, how can you sing like this? I thought no. Anyway, but it was so I thought to myself, if I take that and make my own style and make my own thing, maybe I'll stand out from the rest of the people. So, you know, it's like, for example, Otis Redding voice. So they have a kind of voice that more aggressive and you know what I mean? But I got that from my father. And my mother had a sweet tone. So I mixed the two. And actually, thank God I haven't lost it. Well, I don't think I've lost it yet. Anyway, yeah. So that's how I started the singing thing. And then I started writing calypsos, as I said, and doing little competitions in the savannah, you know, in Google, the front there where they played cricket and everything. And that was that.
How long did you stay in the calypso arena? How many years? Can you remember?
When I joined
So you would have one in 67 and 68, yes. You would have one in 67 and 68. So how long though?
Yeah. I won. So maybe I was 2 years under the. By the time I won in 68, I think we started doing that Gaylord thing. 69 maybe we started doing that Gaylord thing. Okay. So I didn't stay long because I wanted, after I did the Calypso things, I started, because we saw all these groups like the Raiders, the Rolling Stones, the Beatles. So we, and the Merrymen, we used to see all these groups, and I always wanted to sort of be in a group like I said, like the Beatles or like Santa or like the Rolling Stones, and we used to get magazines at home. I remember it was like Melody Maker. I don't know. We used to get magazines with all these British groups and American groups, and I wanted to be like that, to be famous,
Okay. Let me just go back
I wanted to be like the Beatles,
like so you even had these aspirations at that age. Interesting.
I wanted to be like the Paul McCartney or the John Lennon.
And you reach far. You reach a hot chocolate, and we have to talk about that. But let me just tell you, on the live, Jacinta Bannis is saying that they were singing in Latin. So when you were talking about the men in particular,
they were singing in Latin. They were singing in Latin. But still, the tone of their voice was there. Yes, they still. But the women had sweet voices. But it's only my father. I don't know about anybody else's father, but I know my father. I could pick his voice, and I knew he was drunk because I used to go and buy him his half sixpence rum in the shop, So I knew he was drunk. But it was fun, It was fun.
Oh my goodness!
It was fun, man.
In terms of the Calypso Breaker, when you got first of all, how did the name Breaker come about?
Well, easy. I always wanted to be a cricketer, right? And in those days there was that's true. I mean, that's coming from me, so I can't lie. In those days there was you could bowl, you could leg breaks and off breaks, So I used to be able to bowl leg breaks. So I had to have the ball in my hand, and the leather ball. It's got well, in those days it was a line, but when the leather ball came, they had this kind of twine like going across. You know what a ball looks like? Yes. Right. So you hold the ball, the twine in the middle, and my two fingers. You can see my two fingers on the twine, and then you send the ball, you turn your hands, and it was leg break, and it was ready 10. So I called myself. So it was the leg break. So I called myself. I can break it because I learned a lot how to do that. I practice. Then when the ball really started doing it, I called myself, right, you can break, you can break the ball or you can break it. So I called myself Lord Breaker. Woo-hoo-hoo, I can do it. So that's how I got it. I named myself. Nobody named me.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And then you won the crown 67, 68. A little while ago, you gave me the name of the song or something. Yes. Which were the songs you said?
I think it was Rebecca and Income tax revenue. Everybody complaining about the rising the cost of living, but the government.
I want to see Breaker. I don't see you, Breaker. We haven't seen you.
That's all I know of the song.
Okay, just fix your camera again. We really want to see you.
Yes, we're good. Right, we're good.
Breaker, now. You can remember. You remember what the cash prize was? What the prize was when you won in 67 and 68?
Prices like how she get for that? When the Queen wants you telling. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I got about $50, $60, I think. But the Queen used to get a lot, I remembered. So we had a song about it as well. When the Queen wants you tell in the Windsor Park, prices like hell she get for that. That's all I know. No. No more Stillman, no more Calypso. Actually, I've got a cousin in New York. I rang him, and he knows all the lyrics of the songs. And I thought, my God, I forgot everything. And he reminded me of all his songs. I thought, Roy Mason is my cousin. Okay. He must be. I hope you're listening, Roy. Hello, Roy.
I'm pretty sure Roy might be listening. I know Slash is listening. Wednesday Slash as well.
Well, Slash only listening. Slash is only listening.
Lauren is listening. Lauren Bannis is listening as well.
The whole Bannis family is listening.
I know. Bannis' brothers. Actually, there was a band called Bannis' Brothers. Bannis' Brothers. I remember that band. They used to play Jinping and all that, with La Pocabwit. I remember them. Bannis' Brothers.
Oh, wow. And that was in Google again?
That was in Google. Hey, Google is something. Hey, be careful. Google got prickle, you know. Be careful. You know, Google. Google tree got prickles, you know.
So
That's a prick my foot, boy. What?
Do you remember some of the guys you competed in and when you were on the crown? Do you remember some of those who went up? Some of the Calypsonians?
Hold on. It wasn't Dice. Dice is the baby. Oh my God. Oh,
it was like Spencer and
yeah, guys. No, not Spencer. Yeah, Spencer never went anywhere. I mash him up. I mash up Spencer.
Well, so somebody, Nigel.
I mash up Spencer, man.
Someone is telling me on the live. It's Cassie.
The idol.
Right.
Idol was one of them. Tux. Oh, Tux is my friend. Tux was my friend. Tux was the nicest.
I just want to address something, Nigel.
Good laugh. I love Tokyo.
Let me just address this. Someone is telling me it's Castle Bruce, not Cassie Bruce. I don't say Cassie Bruce. In fact, I always tell people don't say Cassie Bruce. It's Castle Bruce. So maybe because of the way I speak quickly. But I don't say Cassie Bruce. It's Castle Bruce. So anyway.
So somebody say you didn't say that. Well, you know what?
Okay.
And I always correct people when they say Cassie Bruce. So I tell them it's Castle Bruce. Anyway.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yes.
So let's go to the Gaylord's Power Union time.
But just
before that, okay, go ahead, Nigel.
Yeah.
One more on the Calypso very quickly.
Yes, Mr. Dash.
When you say when you perform then for that Calypso, I mean, what you remember the outfit that you had? What was the presentation like? You remember any of that?
I think I had a red suit. I'm always been flamboyant.
Oh, yes, that's
I remember the reds. I'm sure it was a red suit. There's the Alwyn Bullies. Somebody must have some sort of videos or something of these old days. I remember there was a guy in the army who had a video camera. I forgot his name long ago. And he made a video of me. I remember that, well, not video, this little movie. And I remember that he was in the army. I forgot his name, but he was.
You had a red bright suit.
I'm sure on red hat. I was red shoes. Maybe I was always been red. I'm red. All my team, my supports are red.
But where did that come from, the breaker? What drew you to this like flamboyant colors and all of that? Where did that come from? What was happening?
Because I'm looking at. Well, because I'm black, so I wanted to sort of put some color as well.
So you were always flamboyant. You were always, energetic on stage and all of that.
Oh, look at what I'm wearing. Especially for you, Miss Cucumber. Look what I'm wearing now. Look at that. Can you believe it? Stripe my pajamas. I'm wearing my pajamas.
Nigel.
That's not funny.
No, that's good. That's good. And thank you for
microphone,
that.
That microphone is a RE20, isn't it? I like that microphone. That microphone is you're singing in. You're talking in. Okay. That's RE20.
I really don't know.
I'm sure. I want one of them. Okay. RE20. AKG.
I'll find it from Dean. So Nigel, when I spoke to Breaker Nigel and I told him that we want him back on. Nigel, in seriously, an hour and a half, so Breaker is telling me, sending me a song. So I listened to the song, and it's a song dedicated to me.
Yes.
But Breaker, that just speaks in less than an hour. Breaker wrote this song.
In an hour. I thought to myself,
you remember the words? You remember the words?
He does it like.
No, I mean, he asked me. He told me, "Don't get embarrassed."
I know. I know. She got it on not YouTube, on WhatsApp. So we had a conversation. She's not lying. She's got a conversation on WhatsApp, so she's not lying.
Yes, sir. And I was like, "What is this?" And I heard Ivan Aluge in the song. Anyway,
but Breaker, put your full name in there.
Yeah, full name.
Yeah.
But I asked her how to pronounce it. I wasn't sure.
You want to sing a line in that song, a verse in that song?
Yeah.
If you remember it, because you just wrote it.
Hold on. Hold on. I don't know. Have you got it? Well, give a play it there. Hold on. Have I got it on? Wait. I've got on a look. Well, I only said your name twice at the beginning and the end. So
anyway,
cool as a cucumber. Anyway, I can't remember that because I'm talking to the people now. They don't. You'll play it.
Yeah.
Right. Play it to them. Yeah, they'll hear it properly.
But let's go to
let's get to the Gaylord.
Gaylord's Power Union.
Gaylord, right?
Let's go
to the Gaylords. How did that come about? What tell us about the Gaylords? How did that happen?
Well, girl, it happened by accident. No, not by accident. It happened after the Calypso thing. I think they saw me and they thought, well, he's a good front man, you know. He likes a front man. So anyway, Clayton was a teacher. I remember Clayton Geese was a teacher. Then Crispin worked, I don't know, in somewhere not Astafan. It was Astafan somewhere anyway. So we got together because Crispin could play guitar, you know, Chukun Calypso guitar, and Crispin Clayton and Crispin lived near to each other. Clayton lived somewhere. Crispin lived in Federation Drive, a Tete shop. There's a shop. Tete has a shop up there. So we met. We used to meet after. Clayton was a teacher. We used to meet after school and go and sit on Tete shop. I don't think I was drinking then. I don't know. Anyway, we sit on the step at the back of Tete shop, and Crispin would play guitar, and Clayton would play his mouth, bass, boom, 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 because we like the Merry Men and all his Sound Peppers and all his bands and all that, you know. And we copied him. So Crispin played guitar, Clayton played bass with his mouth, and I was making some noises with my mouth. I call it singing, you know. And then we started writing nice little songs, and it was great. Well, Crispin was the main talent, the guitarist, you know. And then another guy used to join us. He thought he was Presley. He used to live right opposite Tete shop. I don't know if he's still around, but Eden Richardson, we used to call him Press. Eden used to have a big guitar and he used to sometimes join us, you know. But he was never in the band. And then we started rehearsing and started writing little songs. Clayton was a good songwriter. Clayton wrote some songs. Crispin wrote. I wrote. And then we rehearsed. And then we got a drummer. Well, we had many different drummers. We had lots of different drummers, but we got a drummer. And then we were messing around because Clayton was friends with Gene Lawrence and Christian Seraphin, all these people who had, you know, like culture things. You know, Gene Lawrence was culture and all that. So there was a place by the Catholic Church up there. There was a hall there, and we used to go in there and rehearse and so forth. Anyway, Gaylord became pretty solid. Dennis eventually joined because he saw something in there. He thought, this guy's got something, you know. And he eventually joined and he played guitar. I remember his amplifier, bells. The things I don't forget, bells. And we played a lot at Fort Young Hotel. We played for the Tourists and Fort Young Hotel and Castaways Hotel and so forth. But Dennis joined and it really became proper, solid. We had meetings and what we should do and what direction I should take and how I should be and And when Dennis joined, it really gelled everything together.
And
Dennis brought the structure to the whole thing.
Yeah. A lot of songs.
It was there, but he glued it. It was there.
He gelled it together. Yes.
But he glued it. He would he would, you know, the song arrangements and everything. Yeah, he sort of glued it. We were all there loose. He glued it together. We call it glued, and then I mean, I was still the talent, you know. Hey, I'm sure, you know, I was still the talent. I was still the crazy one. He couldn't glue me, but he glued the band, and I stuck on them. In other words, nobody can glue me because I'm sometimes I don't even know. Sometimes I do things that I don't know. Did you really do that? But it's gone already. It's past, you know. And then I even think Dennis maybe used to say, "Hold on, did you really do that?" But I get away with it because. Anyway, but he glued everything, and then it became Gaylord's Power Union.
And you all were very successful back in the day as well. Very popular band as well, coming from Dominica.
Very popular.
And some songs, witty songs too.
In the Caribbean.
Yes, in the Caribbean. Witty songs, Point Michelle Girl. I particularly like this one, Dreams of Africa. The Sayamba, something like that.
Yeah.
Sayamba, yeah.
Sayamba. Yeah. It was that was Starrett's son. That was a brilliant. Starrett was gem. His voice, his everything. And we lived together. I used to be his babysitter because we lived in the house in Canefield. Yeah. So I was cooking, and you know, I was Starrett and I lived together for a long time because he was blind. He couldn't. And I used to look after him.
What was happening to Breaker in the music?
No, I was going to ask you, was it during the time of Gaylord's or Gaylord's Power Union? When did Pray for the Black come about?
Oh yes, Pray for the Black Man. Yes.
Oh, that was Dennis. That was
that's a song.
we had already made, we had sort of made it because we did Expo 68 and in Grenada, I remember that.
Okay.
And that really sent us right kind of to the top, you know. But Pray for the Black Man, that was
You remember that song? You want to sing?
Up to today. And
do you remember from that song? Do you
want to sing a verse for us?
Of course. Okay. The times have changed, but the oppression still remains. And then our great grandfathers keep turning in their grave. Da, 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 da. Pray for the black man. Pray hard and long. In all his struggles may he stand strong. Anyway, this was emotional. This was a brilliant song. Dennis wrote that.
Yes, brilliant. Yes. And, that's one of my all-time favorites, man.
And the first time I got real frisson, goosebumps, we came back to Dominica to do what was it called? You have it in November.
Independence?
No, not Independence. You have the October. You have a thing in Dominica. What's it called?
The World Creole Music Festival. The World Creole Music Festival?
No. Every October you have it, where they have Shaggy or they have the bands from
World Creole Music Festival.
Dominican
when you have the bands
Republic.
coming to perform in Dominica?
Yeah.
World Creole Music Festival. You perform there as well?
Yeah. What was it called?
World Creole Music Festival.
Creole Festival.
Yeah.
Yes. Creole Festival. Now we did Creole. Yeah. I'm getting old, you know. Creole Festival. Now that is the very first time I felt like Paul McCartney or Jimi Hendrix or something, whoever. Wow. Because I sang that Pray for the Black Man, and you know, I didn't even have to sing it. The people knew everything, including where I did my little, I did like, oh. I thought, what? You know, because these things you put in the song, a little incidental, like you say, hey, Arthur. And I thought, this is ridiculous. And I felt it. That's the very first time. I haven't had that feeling for a long time since, where you get frisson, you know?
You would
and I took my shirt. I took my shirt off. I sent it. I climbed. It was amazing. And this song, I think is the best one. Lovely Dominica was fantastic, but this I think was the best. In fact, that is the best one. Wow. Best.
Yes, it's definitely one of my favorites and one of
the best.
Way up there, you know. Yes.
It tells about emancipation.
It's so relevant even today.
Exactly.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Even today.
May he stand
it's like
strong.
a Bob Dylan. It's like a Bob Dylan song. It's like Bob Dylan or John Lennon. Yes. It's just there. It's just there.
Yes.
Maybe I'll cover it. I don't know. Maybe I'll cover it. Maybe I'll ask Dennis for permission, and I'll do a version of it.
But that's an interesting. Yeah, interesting. And but you had other song like Point Michelle Girls, Gaylord's Power Union did that right as well.
Point Michelle that was Bingo. That was road match. That was one of the best road matches for Dominica. The best. Point Michelle Girls. Point Michelle Girls are big is sweet, sweet, sweet in the West. But that was really that was real because his girlfriend was from Point Michelle. You know that.
So yes,
Bingo's girlfriend.
So he wasn't telling the lie.
She was from Point Michelle.
Okay. But Breaker, what was happening in the musical landscape in Dominica at the time, though, when you were in your heyday with the Gaylord's Power Union? What other bands were making it big at that time?
Oh, they had Swinging Stars. Swinging Stars were the bedrock. Swinging Stars were always there. You know, Swinging Stars. In fact, they were always there. It was Swinging Stars. Once upon a time, it was Swinging Stars and Gaylords. We were the crazy, mad Jimi Hendrix type or whatever, and Swinging Stars was the kind of that was the go-to of, you know. But I said no, I don't want to. I want to break away and I want to do crazy things, you know. I want to be different. I want to be able to talk about me. Say, wow, look at him, he's doing something crazy. And then they had other bands came up like the Reds. So many little bands. Gordon Henderson, another band. Lots of other bands, but Gaylords and Swinging Stars were the original. Well, Swinging Stars were the original and the best. But we decided no, we want show. That's it, showmanship. We wanted a show band, you know. And I used to copy the Rolling Stones and James Brown and Rod Stewart and all those people. I used to look at them and think, I'm going to do that. And then I was always totally different. Always totally different. I was a leader, not a follower. I never followed fashion. I used to wear luscious wigs or tights and all kinds of things. Anyway, go ahead.
Boy. And what is happening? So you were very popular. People wanted to see you every time. The people of Castle Bruce, were they like just supporting you, behind you?
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. We never went. We only actually went Gaylord's. I think we only went once to play there because there was not venues. So we used to go to play around the country, but the venue is important to have a little hall or something. So we never went there, but we played the Castaways and Mayo and all them, you know all them Massacre and all them places because they had beach little halls or bars, and we played that. A lot of fights. I remember a lot of fighting in those days. And Palm Grove was one of my favorites. Okay. Palm Grove that was owned by Pee Wee, I think. Then we played Like a Fete. That's Like a Fete, right in a Cuthbert place up there. We played there. We used to play there before Cuthbert had it. We played all over. But yeah.
So what was it about Breaker that decided he had to be this showman? He had to be this wild.
I just wanted to stand out from everything. I wanted everybody to talk about me forever. I wanted that in my head. I said, I want to be like Michael. Not Michael Jackson. Maybe took that from me, but I wanted everybody to say this something you cannot forget. What? And I was unpredictable. I mean, I've broken my leg a few times because if there's a stage and I say, there's a pole up there, right? I'm going to try to climb that pole. Anything for attention seeker. Attention seeker. I was attention seeker. But I never got to my head. I used to do the things spontaneously on stage. I never planned. In other words, I never went on stage and said, right, when I go on, I'm going to do this, I'm going to turn left, I'm going to turn right. No. As I go along, as the show is going, I'm looking, my mind is 5 minutes ahead, and I'm looking at a little corner somewhere. Right, I'm going to do something there. I'm in advance of my brain. You know, my brain was somewhere else. My head was there, my leg was there, everything was everywhere, and it worked out because everything came together. In the end,
Jimi Hendrix.
Sometimes.
Let's see what's happening on the live. Let's see what's happening on the live, Nigel. I think there are several comments, and maybe we can take one or two. I think Carl Kofi James is saying Breaker was in fact one of my first icons and influence in the music industry. You heard that Breaker? Carl Kofi James too is he's making waves.
Carl Kofi, Carl Kofi. I think he's my friend. He's my Facebook friend. I think. Yes. Carl Kofi, what happened, Carl?
Yes, so he was And Algon and Lawrence is saying Gaylords used to practice in Goodwill, Rose Street back in the day. So yes, that's
yeah.
Moving Wallace. Go ahead, Breaker.
Yeah. We was practicing. I think when Cocky was there, we used to practice downstairs. We used to practice down there because we used to borrow people's places. You know, because we used to borrow. We used to if like the drummer, they have a room downstairs. Hold on, I remember now. Yeah, downstairs somewhere. Actually, the same lane I broke my leg in. We used to practice in the house down there on the right. Downstairs, Cookie,
Yeah, I think you said that when you were on the last time. But your memory was clearer then. That.
We used to practice there, downstairs. I remember. Until when we got the house in Kenfield and everything, that was all ours. All right. But before that, we used to practice all over the place. We used to practice in a hall, like as I said, in that Souffle Moutain hall up there. The Souffle Moutain. We used to practice all over the place when we started. Okay. But then we got this house in Kenfield, and everything happened there. That was the headquarters.
Yes, I remember somebody saying you used to also practice at Teacher Rose.
Teacher Rose downstairs, yeah. That was Dennis' mother. Dennis' mother. Yeah, Dennis' mother. Yes. And I used to live opposite that in a little house there by Alwyn. Downstairs Alwyn, Alwyn Bullies. It's Alwyn Bullies, yeah?
Alwyn Bullies, yeah.
Right. Opposite, I used to live opposite Dr. Shillingford. Dr. Shillingford wasn't there. I was opposite, and the Bullies were at my back. I think the Bullies were at my back there. Okay. In fact, I think that house was theirs. We rented from them. But I went back last year, and I couldn't find my house. I thought they got a shop. I think they got a shop there now. Okay. I think they pulled that down. That was Veerman. Veerkai. I still remember showering in the back. Bathing in the back. There was a pipe outside, you know. I remember that. And the kitchen there, yeah, but these days,
those are good days.
Days, oh, beautiful days. Beautiful days. Man, life, you don't think of anything else than just, you know, just having fun. I'm telling you, there was no stardom, no money, nothing. We just think, we're living. Right?
Wow. By the way, Nigel, on the
I know earlier Ends with Irish also mentioned that
his
you
daughter,
have a daughter that sings in Germany that's doing pretty well.
Yeah, she's not bad. Yeah, Holly, Holly. She does now. She does Tina Turner proper tribute. They go all over, so you can Google her. Holly Bannis. She does Tina Turner and Whitney Houston. She's not as good as Whitney Houston yet, because Whitney Houston, you've got to be excellent.
Since you and Ivona always connect, you will give Ivona her contact so we can have her on connecting the dots, right?
Yeah. She would love to come to Dominica. She's never been, but you know, she's busy.
All right, so Ivona, that's the next we work on that, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Yes. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. But you can Google.
Yes, I'm going to do that for sure. I'm going to
do
that.
Instagram. Holly. Well, my surname is Bannis. Just put Holly Bannis.
Yeah. He spoke about it the last time he was on, Nigel. I'm not sure if you remember. He spoke about Holly the last time he was on. By the way, Alvin, Nigel Alvin is saying better late than ever, but then better detention than a suspension. That's what I can tell you.
Bigger detention for him for that.
Yes. Curtis Luge, that's Walker's. Breaker, he's saying on the question of live performances, Breaker must have been the greatest live performer in the Caribbean. How important is the live performances in a band's success and development? He's asking this. That's Ashton Walker's Luge of WCK fame, and he continues to do so much. So he's asking that question. The importance of live performances.
What do you want to know?
So how important, I'm not sure if it's a question or he's just making a comment, but he's saying how important is the live performances in a band's success and development.
Live.
But you had
to jump on speak. You used to jump on speakers and all kind of stuff.
And on poles.
Oh yeah, I said all. I still do it. I'm not telling you my age.
You still do it, Breaker?
But live, there's nothing like a live performance. You know, I mean, I haven't got this recording voice. I got a little studio there. I do some recordings, but live, when you walk out there, you know, to see the people and you think, right, what am I going to give them? What am I going to do? And I try to give them an unforgettable something. They go home. And when they get home, they say, "What did I just see? Was that real?" And no drugs. Not like Jimi Hendrix and all these people. No. It's all. I get my feedback from the audience, you know.
Yeah, that's
and
good.
Up to today, like whether it's one person, 5 people, because I do all kinds of venues. I do venues with 20 people, or I do birthday parties, I do funerals, weddings, everything. But then I do my big venues. Then you'll have 10,000 and then you have to you got to be different. Then I can't go jumping around the audience. So you have to pretend you are Jesus. I always pretend I'm Jesus Christ. When I walk on, I say, right, I pretend that I honestly just for this hour and a half. When I finish, I'm all from Castlebrooks, Greg Buzz, neck bound from Castlebrooks. But when I go on that stage, I pretend there's nothing in this world. I'm Jesus Christ. I mean, honestly, I put myself in, I mean, maybe just blasphemy, but it's not. You know what I'm talking about.
What brought this about you? What brought this level of thinking about you? Is it that, Break, I was asking, what brought this level of this thinking about, like, you being Jesus Christ? Is it that
no.
meditate a lot? Is it
next thing in the paper? Next thing in the paper say, "Oh, Breaker was on," and he said, "He's just blasphemy." No. I'm taking it back. It's not. No. I don't mean that. I mean you just feel larger than life, and you think you rule the world now.
Wow.
You know.
Okay.
For this 1 minute, as soon as you finish stage, I back to Castlebrooks. Back to my roots.
As Ensworth mentioned there, you had a broken leg when you sang the Calypso. Was that?
But Nigel, you forget that story. Give us that story on the first.
No.
Yeah. It was when he's. I think he told us that story, but let's go back to it if you want.
You want to go back to the story?
Yes, let's take it. But we have to go to Hot Chocolate as well, eh? And then I'm looking at the time, and we have to go to where you are.
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go quickly with this one.
With this one, okay.
With the story, yes.
That was Dennis Joseph's idea as well, but it worked brilliant. I turned up in a car. I sang in the car. In fact, I started singing in the car. Yeah. I don't know how it happened. I had a broken leg, totally broken leg. I came from the hospital. They picked me up in the hospital, right? St. Margaret's, is it?
Oh, yes,
Princess Margaret
yes.
Bring me down, pack the car, pack the on the side of the stage, yeah? Give me the microphone. I started singing in the car, and walk and said, these are things that don't happen anymore. It cannot happen. I don't know how. Up to now, I think, how did I do that? What happened? But Dennis was part of that. He was part of the arrangement, you know?
Yes.
But then, as I said, I was the two. I mean, he was the thing, but I had to be doing it, you know?
And then after the performance, you went back to the hospital?
Back to the hospital.
Yeah.
Back to the hospital. Wow. Yeah, back to hospital. Can you imagine?
Yes. Those were the kind of moments. So I know time is kind of running again.
Hot chocolate, I want to go there.
And everything you're doing now.
I believe in miracles.
After Gaylord's Power Union, what happened there for Breaker?
Well, I used to Gaylord's Power. We went to England. A guy he saw us somewhere in the Caribbean, and he took us up to England. You got time? You took us up to England, yeah? A promoter, right? And it was 1972 or 72. And then we were playing for Caribbean, for West Indian people, right? And there was also Bob Marley at the same time, right? You know, Bob Marley and the Wailers, right? Right. And we played together. And the bosses decided it's either these Gaylord's guys or Bob Marley. One of them are going to hit it. One of them going to make it. Either Bob Marley or but obviously Bob Marley, Bob Marley made it, you know. But at the same time, we played together. I remember Edmonton Town Hall. I remember that. Edmonton in Tottenham area. We played. Bob Marley was on stage. We were on stage, and we were all. It was you know. Desmond Deck, I think, also. But anyway, Bob Marley wasn't famous yet. Jimmy Cliff, I think, was, but Bob Marley wasn't yet. And then they decided it's either Gaylord's Power Union or Bob Marley. Because we had a deal, we had a record deal. In fact, we recorded Hit With Music in a big studio, in a proper studio production and everything, you know. But I still prefer the original one. It's rougher and harder. The other one was smooth. The last one was smooth and strings and all that. Anyway, and then things started to go wrong. The guy started calling money, the promoter, and we were getting gigs. We played all nice places, the Playboy Club, I remember, in Parkland. And we were playing in high places and so on. Anyway, the guy took all the money and he went away, and the band, we had no money. The band split up, and luckily, some of the guys had relatives in England. Like Cocky had somebody that's a drummer. He had somebody he knew. Clayton had somebody he knew. All of them had family. I was the only one that had no family, but luckily I had a girlfriend. And I stayed there. And then the band split up, and I thought, right, now what do? You got to keep on singing. Clayton wanted to work for Ford's. I remember for Ford's in Dagenham, he was working. He was a teacher for Ford's. Cocky was, working for the council. Everybody was working. And I got a job in a hospital in Hampstead in North London, right? I was the porter. Well, they call it a catering assistant. But all I was doing was catering assistant when you're learning to be a chef. But all I was doing was carrying food to the patients. But all the time my mind was on singing. And I did that in the hospital. 1973 or so, for about 2-3 years. But I was making money, paying my rent, and so on. And I was going to auditions then, going to auditions in pubs and bars. And I always wanted to things. Then eventually, I was fed up with that. I thought I'm going to move up north because I was in London. So I moved up to north, Liverpool, right? Because I had a friend up there. And he said, come up to Liverpool. There's loads of clubs and working men's clubs and bars and pubs. You can work. I went up, and I was working 6-7 nights a week. Still, I had my dream. I wanted to be famous. 7 nights a week I was working. Then I bought my first house. I remember I bought my first house for £3,700. And I bought my house because he told me, look, the best investment you can do is buy a house. So I bought a house. I stayed there with my equipment. I worked all the time. I wanted to get somewhere, So there was a television show advertising for singers who can sound like Ray Charles and Tom Jones or Billy Ocean, and so I auditioned for that. Yeah, Those called Stars in the Eyes. Audition for that. The first time, I did not get through. So I just kept singing. I keep doing my jobs. The next time it came around, they had it every year. When it came around, they rang me and said, look, I remember you did audition last time when you sang like Billy Ocean, like Ray Charles, and like Errol Brown. I want you to come. Are you willing to shave your hair, and come and do Errol Brown? So I came and I did that. And then the band saw me. I didn't win. The band saw me because Errol had left the band. 19. They saw me and they got in touch with the television company. I thought they were joking. And the rest is history. Wow. History.
Tell us about hot chocolates. And
Hot chocolate, yeah. And the thing is about hot chocolate, when I was home in Dominica, I used to listen to BBC Radio World, BBC World Service, right? And I never forgot that. The producer came and said, this is the first multiracial band, blah, blah, blah. They called Hot Chocolate. And they played the song. And, I fell in love. I was in Dominica still. Because I listened to radio, because I only listened to worldwide thing. Radio, I remember it was BBC World Service. And, and I thought to myself, I would like to be in a band like that one day. Honestly, I'm not joking. Wow. And I ended up being in that band. Wow. I cannot believe it. I ended up being in that band. And I also did another audition in a club in London called the Marquee Club in Wardour Street in Soho. And then I had a write-up. It was a band. The write-up said, he's a cross between Errol Brown, Mick Jagger, and James Brown. A cross between all these things. And I said, there's something there. They keep mentioning that Errol Brown Hot Chocolate, And then eventually I ended up in the band. I can't believe it. Wow. Anyway.
So you
everything I'm saying is true. It's true because how can I lie about myself?
You stayed in the band for how long?
I stayed in Hot Chocolate for 18 years. Actually, Errol was there for 16 years. I studied them for 18 years. I was there longer than him, so I must have been doing something.
You want to sing a little of that song for us, Breaker?
And then, go ahead.
You Sexy Thing.
Yeah, Sexy Thing. Yeah, that was the biggest hit. I covered it and so on, but the Sexy Thing, it started with a case, and everyone's a winner. We had lots of songs, lots of top 10. I mean, every year there was a top 10 there. The original band.
Give us a little piece of that one, Breaker. Give us a little piece of that, the Sexy Thing. How does that go?
What's that?
Give us a little piece of this. I believe in miracles. The Sexy Thing.
Miracles. I believe in miracles. Where you from? You sexy thing, you. Where did you come from, baby? My job. Oh, my job.
How were you able to go from like almost one genre of music? Because you seem to be doing everything. You seem to be doing reggae, pop, rock,
everything.
So how do you do it? How are you?
Well, I don't know because, I have a finger in every pie. I still haven't had this big hit yet on my own. I'm still searching for it, and I still think that is my last dream. I got the Hot Chocolate. This is dream gone. Gaylord's everything gone. My next thing is I want not number one, but an international song that I walk in and say, that's the guy who sang that. It's like Jimmy Cliff. That's the guy who sang. I was talking about Jimmy Cliff. I told him Jimmy Cliff. I told him John Holt. We told him actually Gaylord with back Jimmy Cliff. A whole tour of the Caribbean. And that's where I learned a lot of my stage things. I saw how he controlled the audience. And I thought, right, he does that. He was a very good showman, Jimmy Cliff. I learned a lot from him. Not John Holt. John Holt was a cool,
that's like a cool.
John Holt was cool as a cucumber. Yeah. But Jimmy Cliff was wild.
Yeah, John Holt is.
By the way, let's see on the tubes. What's the name? Not sorry saying, please, Nigel and I wanna please, if you can just end the show today with Pray for a Black Man.
Okay, we'll do
so
that.
That's a request from somebody who wants to end the show.
Pray for the black man.
We'll do that.
With the real record. Yeah. With DJ's playing. Yeah.
But Breaker, let us look at what what you are involved in so much. You stayed with Hot Chocolate for a while. You said, I mean, you have been touring the world all over. What keeps you composed all times? I mean, you can be flamboyant on stage, but what keeps you grounded?
Just Cassidy, just me, you know. Because I always remember. All I can remember I used to go on that road, walk on that stone. I'm not lying. I used to climb on that stone, go behind that stone and pee or whatever, and just going to fish, going to catch crayfish and going to write book on the stone, eating TTW and making bakes, and these things. No matter where I get or what I get, it's just there. I can't get rid of it. I'm walking about carrying a fig on my head with a tosh, or going and for wood to burn the fire, you know. And I just came from Bob Marley's place, you know. I went to his home. It's amazing. The feeling, you get a feeling there. Yeah. I know they spoke a lot of business there, but you get this feeling, and because I know Bob Marley from the old days, and I mean, everybody's good and bad. Everybody's half good, half bad. Well, I'm full good. I'm always good, but everybody's got half good, half bad. Everybody knows. But the thing about it is like that. It just stayed earth, even though it just stayed earth. Like I went to his house, his place, and I see all these things, and everything is so organic and natural. And I see it's everything, and that's the way I feel at home. Like, no matter where I go, I always have, even I still dream of home, I can't live there anymore because I'm old now and all that. But I'm there. It's there all the time. Going to get free cigarettes in the shop for my dad, my father, not the papa, not for I can say father, that papa. Or going to buy half a gill of rum, or you know what I mean, or a pound of sugar. Or going to Mr. Felix shop and credit. Wow. Like they put your name on a note, so you pay. You credit. And you go and get credit. And then at the end of the week, you pay when my mom sell a hat in my CDC, you know. So these things are ingrained in me. And plus the church as well, you know, the catechism and all this. Confession. Confession makes me laugh, though. Wow. Confession. When I look at confession, what? You see, what did you do? What did you do? Father, I was thinking about girls. You know, you say things like and I think to myself, I wonder. So now I look at myself, I think that is not right. That is not right. But okay, life goes on. That is not right. But you do it. And I think, what was the priest thinking while he was asking you these questions, nice and slowly, with his hands smelling of cigarette? I remember. All his hands is red, boy. Cigarette. They smell it. I'm telling
we have someone on the line.
I'm honest. That is how it was.
And I like that. The fact that you always remember.
I never forget the smoke smell. And also what they used to drink. I remember it because I buy it now. Is Harvey's Bristol. You know that they drink something. Is sherry. Bristol, but particular because when I bought that sherry in England, that's what they drank. It's called Harvey's Bristol Cream. I'm sure the sherry, because they used to drink that. You know, they drink something in the what do you call it, that silver goblet. I don't know, little thing. They drink a little bit and they have the lusty. I used to like the lusty because I used to the lusty was like bread. You know, I used to the lusty at the edge of this. I used to like lusty.
We have someone on the line. Let's see. Hello. Let me see the person on the line still. Hello. Hello.
Good morning.
Hello. Hi. Good morning. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Hi. Good morning.
This is Yolanda Mason Shillingford. Okay. I'm Breaker's first cousin, and I just want to stick a pin in. I want to remind him that the years he won both his crowns, he was living at 34 Greens Lane with us.
Right.
Roy while he played his box guitar, Roy used to back him up with the drums, cardboard boxes he would go to Malaron shop to pick up.
Wow.
So I just want to tell him, and when he broke his leg on the motorcycle, he was still in Greens Lane. It was a red motorcycle, And after he left the hospital, he moved to Roche Street with his white girlfriend, Jackie Engel. Her dad worked for Duncan Timbers. My cousin's memory seems to be a little spotty, so I just wanted to remind him. So Breaker has a very strong Greenall connection. The both years he won his crown, he lived on Greens Lane, and all of us little children would come down to hear him practice. Okay. But he lived with us, and remind him too, he was a junior pharmacist at Astafans before he was Big Lord Breaker.
I love
it. Bye-bye. Breaker, I love you. We'll talk.
How is Homia?
Okay, well, she left. But that's good, Breaker. That's good.
Yeah.
Memories, man.
By the way,
memories. There's something live my memory.
Breaker. Yeah? Philip Hospital wants to say hi to you as well, okay?
Hey, Philip, yeah. Philip the singer. Hello, boy.
The golden voice, Philip Hospital. He has done a lot as well for music in Dominica, for the music landscape. Nice.
Yeah.
Wow. Breaker,
is it? No.
Go ahead, Breaker. It's your show.
I thought he was. Oh no, he just said hello.
Yeah, he just said hello.
Yes. You wanted to say hi.
So what else do you want to hear? And you can tell because they sing. Obviously, I don't remember, but I remember Roy. I remember living in Greensden. Roy, I was living at Nanny. That is your mother. Roy, Hermia, Yolanda, and Eric's Bakery. There was a little Eric's Bakery. I remember on the right. I used to go and buy my sort of. Was that turnovers then? I like turnovers, my favorite turnover. Jack Howie there, you know.
In fact, Greens Lane and Canal Lane, Greenall, they are having a reunion. And they were our guests last week, the members of the committee organizing that reunion. Guests. So the reunion is this month, February. So a lot of things will be going down there in that, small community. Well, these two communities in Goodwill, so...
I start.
So you always in roots. Kofi wants to call in, so he says just give him the overseas number because he wants to call quickly and just say hi to Breaker.
Okay,
so it's 305. What's it again?
305-432-9744. Right? Yeah. 305.
Who's called?
Kofi James.
Oh,
Rebel Rocker.
Rocker. But that Greenall thing. I was supposed that Greenall thing started. About a year ago, I had an invitation.
Yes, I think they were planning. It was in the planning stage, yes.
It got into politics, so I back off. I'm not into politics. I'm into love and peace and happiness and music and all that.
Yes. What about Rick? I'm trying to figure out, like, I know Kada Slipso kind of went its way and Gordon and Exile won and all that.
Yeah.
And Gaylord's just doing its thing, and of course, Booyah came through. By the way, good morning to you, Ra.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? The Booyah and the Kardashians and
But Booyah is still there, isn't it? Booyah
yes,
now.
it is. Yes, it is.
Well, I analyzed that music, and you know what? I slowed it down, and that is all the music in Europe is that beat. Like they talk. That's what I like about Jamaican. They had ska, reggae, they evolve and so on. And people steal their music. The Europeans steal their music. Booyah. If you store it right down, all in Spain, all the people have that, and I thought to myself, I wonder if the Dominicans do that, because the Jamaicans are very clever at that. They sort of know how to duck and dive and so on. And I thought to myself, if they slow that music down, but maybe it's done already because I think in Europe they took that music and they slow it right down.
Okay.
So listen, and they call it, I think, all the reggaeton or whatever they call it, all kind of things. But it's so popular. Everything put the radio on. In Spain, that's the music. And I thought, hold on, that is fast, isn't it? That one is
Booyah is very rhythmic.
It goes right down. So I think they stole it.
Anyway, let's go to the telephone. We have someone on the line. Hello.
Yes, good morning to you. Breaker, happy New Year to you. That is Joseph.
Happy New Year,
body. I now get to understand even greater in reference to Trench Tongue, the song by Bob Marley, that Bob Marley actually took the lines from the Gaylord Power Union after you said that Bob Marley played in that place in Tottenham with you all. So I can now place on record that some of the lines of Trench Tongue of Bob Marley came from your song "Hit Me with Music."
Wow.
I was some talking some people some time ago, and they were trying to say that that you all took it from Bob Marley, but that was way back in '72. So, and Trench Song was after that. So I want to make the world know that the Trench song "Hit Me with Music" by Bob Marley was actually from that of the lines of your song. So good day, man, my brother. Have a nice day.
Good, have a nice day, my boy. Fitzroy wrote that song.
Fitzroy.
I'm never, Fitzroy Williams.
Okay.
Fat Cap. I used to call him Fat Cap. That's his name from me. And he's a great guy, great keyboard player, fantastic. But I am not sure because he wrote that song.
Okay.
But I remember I don't know. I think Bob Marley was first or Fitzroy. I don't know. You will have to ask Fitzroy. But I remember seeing Bob Marley live, and his first song, I sang about the Rainbow in 1970, whatever. Okay. And his first song was that. One thing, he just walked on stage. One thing about music, when it hits you, and hit me with music. Okay. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know. You will have to ask Fitzroy Williams.
Okay, that's something.
And he's going to tell the truth because he's going to tell the truth.
We have someone on the line again. Let's go back to the telephone. Hello. Yes, hello.
Greetings and blessings.
Greetings.
Yes, greetings. Yeah, Kofi. Breaker.
That's Kofi Breaker.
Nigel.
Hey, yes, bro.
I want to ask Breaker if you remember, because if my memory serves me right, I was a youth, and there was a big show with Gaylord and Bell's Combo, I think, at the Arak Cinema. My stepmom took me there, and I think Bell's Combo played first. But when Gaylord came, and they started off, the drummer burst the drum.
Without Archie, what on drums?
I can't remember, as a youth, to be honest, I can't remember. But I remember Breaker and Bingo. I think Bingo was on that show.
Yeah, Bingo Calypso, yeah.
Yes, and that was just amazing. And to me, that was what that really kind of sealed it for me. And I just fell in love with entertainment and music from that point on. I was a real youth, So I want to just say kudos, and I want to compliment you guys. Dennis, I live next to Dennis in Kinfield, and I know the history of Gaylords, and you all practice Kinfield, so come and peep in the wings, them kind of thing.
No, sir.
But I want to compliment you guys because the music and the quality of music that you all recorded back then, I have Boom the Gaylords there, and I play that all the time.
Boom, I remember that Boom. All these things. I think that's we recorded at Astafan Shopping Center. I think we recorded an album at Astafan upstairs when everybody went home. In the night.
I have that album still, man.
Nice.
I have that.
I think we recorded it.
I play songs like Phoenix, and then sing there by the time I get to Phoenix. You know them song there?
Yeah. Oh my God. Don't tell me.
So yes, I just want to say, man.
I listen.
Yeah, man.
But Kofi, once you're on the Kofi, just give in a minute time. Just tell us what's happening with your daughter. What's the latest?
Well, right now, she's doing music production, so she's not producing as much songs. I mean, she's still writing, but she's into she picked up music production at school, so she's actually learning to build her own tracks and control the equipment and the whole idea of making music, because her mind kind of works like crazy, so she thought that she should add that to her arsenal, you know what I mean?
Okay, nice.
So she's doing music production. She's still writing, we just pause on the releasing of, you don't want to waste the material away, so but they're doing fine, both of them, and she's into a lot of acting too. Vivian has been doing. So anyway, it's not about.
Well, I know, but we just wanted to know from one musician to another one what you're doing. But thank you so much for your intervention.
Man. I always tune in and listen.
Take care, Kofi. Take care, boy. Take care, boy.
Yeah, man, Breaker, man. Bless you.
Yeah, it just goes to show Breaker. Breaker, I mean, apart from you two, we have a lot of Dominicans who are doing so well, in the outside of Dominica, on the international stage in particular. Lots of Dominicans would have interviewed as well on this very show. And it's really, I mean, when you listen to what they're involved in, what they're doing, and they always, there's something about musicians, Nigel, they always remember stories from way back when. their memory,
Oh yes.
But then again, it just ties in with they as musicians, especially the writers, they have good lyrics because it stems from, how they grew up and all of that. But very soon we will end. The time is running by.
But Breaker, as we're coming towards the end, what keeps Breaker going? How you still have all that energy?
That laddie why?
Yes.
Gasa, no alcohol. I eat a lot of fish.
Okay.
I just prepare for stage, but I still, honestly, I feel like I'm 20, how old am I now? How old do you think I am now? Don't tell anyone. That's private. Anyway. But I just look after myself. So after, like in the morning, I'm shattered, I'm tired. But still, when I get on the stage, I have to work. But I like the work ethic. I like to work. I like to work.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And you're still doing it. You still have the live performances.
Yeah. I'm going. I've got a few days off. Well, I had a few weeks off. I'm going to Austria on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. That's February to do some biggish shows. Not open air. In summer, I got some open air ones, big ones. Like talking about 10,000 big ones. Big shows. But at the moment, I go to Austria and I do sort of private things and 2,000, 500, whatever. It's all money, man. There's no bad money. Yeah, I got to pay my rent. I got to pay my bills, man. No, not rent. I got to pay my bills. Not rent. I don't rent anymore. At that age, I can't rent anymore, man. Motovie, pusa.
Is Breaker going to ever slow down, man? Or Breaker going to still be doing all that?
No, slow down. That is not in my thing. Jesus is when God ready, he'll tell me, okay, amen. But I'll just keep going as I can travel. Actually, I came to Dominic. I didn't tell you.
Mind me.
I came to Dominic. I know you upset, weren't you? I came, but only I was just passing through because, just passing. I wanted to see all the islands. You see, I haven't seen them for a long time. And my favorite, I just really wanted to know whether Dominica is the most beautiful island. And honestly, I'm not lying. It is. I went to Jamaica, St. Martin, but the Dominica, there's something about. It's honestly, it's really, really nice because I went to Jamaica and I thought, wow, it's okay. You should go to the big hotels but driving through, the drive from Roseau to Castlebrooks, it's so beautiful. Every turning you make, it's a valleys, it's mountains, it's trees. Anyway, go ahead, ask me some more.
But as we end, though, you have to sing that song, "Pray for the Black Man," at least a verse. If you can sing the whole song, that's okay. We don't have much time.
God.
In fact, we have run out of time already. But let's take "Pray for the Black."
Play it and the times have changed.
If I play it, Facebook.
Pray for the black man. Lay hard and long, in all his struggles may he stand strong. And I don't know, And when it's great day comes, and it's down prevail, then it snatches monkey's tail. Then I remember the melodies, but the lyrics. So Ivy, you'll play that for the people.
Yes.
My head is not there now.
Through. Yes. So Breaker, what's next for you? You said Austria and a couple of the gigs coming up, and you're keeping it going, right?
Yeah, keeping it going, definitely. If God give me the will and the power and the strength and the health, I do it, man.
Maybe you need to come back during the carnival season, the Calypso show, and just do guest.
Why don't somebody bring me?
Yeah,
somebody bring me down. I'll go guest.
Come on.
A guest, right? A
guest artist.
A guest appearance. I write a special song, like you say. I wrote a song about Luga. You see, cool as a cucumber. So it's easy. 10 minutes. I write a song. I write a special song.
Daryl, Bob, the rest of you guys.
Yeah, fix that up. Fix that, man. Fix that.
God Breaker as a guest artist for the Calypso show.
Magic.
Yeah.
That would be fantastic. Because I remember I'm one of the originals, they all are copy. There's only one original. That's me and
yes, sir.
They all are copy.
Yes. We really have to
wind the waist before, but we still wind the waist, man.
Yeah, that's Breaker. But Breaker, I'm so happy that we got a chance to bring you on again, and just to look at what you're doing, where you are now, and all the things that you're involved in. And it's always good to let Dominicans know, what our artists are doing out there. And I mean, you have been on it for a very young age, and look at you, even at this age, still flamboyant, still have that, energy on stage. And I wish you all the best. And I know you'll do well. You continue to remain grounded, so you always remember Castle Bruce and how you grew up and all of that. So that will guide you as you go on your journey.
Yeah.
Thank you, Breaker, but we have to run. I wish you could just stay on with you.
Thank you, man, Breaker. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Breaker.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Merci beaucoup. Merci garçon. Merci fille. Merci garçon. Merci Lugue. Lugue, I'm not writing any more songs for you, right?
But I really love the beat, though.
You keep playing it.
Yeah, I'll play it. I really love the beat. It's really, it's warm. It's nice. It just suits me. So me then. You know me.
Relax.
You know the vibes.
Relax,
You know the vibes. Yeah.
I'm talking about the sea and the mountain. Then I said, let me put her name because she's cool. And we used to say that. I said that because in Dominica, when I was growing up, we used to say, you cool as a cucumber, man,
Mm-hmm.
So I thought, I got it. And I don't think anyone has used that in a song. So I thought, here's a little title for me.
Yeah.
And all cool, calm, and collected. You. On your stage, it's cool, calm, and collected on your stage.
Yeah, on my stage. That's it. I like this. That's what I like about the song as well. On my stage, yes. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, you take care, Breaker. All the best, man.
Take care, my dear.
Nigel will do it again next week, Nigel. Just some house rules.
Do it again next week, my dear.
So Nigel will be having the Samedi Gua spectacle on DBS Radio. So there may be a few Saturdays. There will be a few Saturdays we'll not be on. But we'll discuss that. But we should be on next week.
We'll discuss that. We'll make it happen still. No worries.
All right. All the best. Breaker. We'll talk. All right.
All right.